even if you are not good at anything, you can still rely on college placements and get into it.
गलगोटियाज यूनिवर्सिटी और कॉलेज दोनों की प्लेसमेंट साथ में होती है क्या ये?
So, TCS, Infosys, IBM, and Wipro. Wipro takes a lot of them.
Wait, can you discuss with me the politics used to occur while choosing a core team of student council?
Like there was Amex as well, there was Cvent as well. Some companies were offering even packages above 10 lakhs.
I think like आप currently 2022 से pass out हुए तो you were the best man who can tell about the placement part.
One, two, three max. So these kind of people, मतलब दो तीन चार max.
तो भैया how much package did you expect from your university during your placement time?
According to me, I expected a huge package while I was in the first year and second year. I expected that I'd easily get 20-25 lakhs package, which was always, advertised and showed us towards in the advertisements and all that. Yes, it's easier to get good placements and all.
If I ask you in one word, like, did your expectations fulfill?
No,
But I think that everyone used to set their aims according to their placement. Like same question is for you all guys. आप सब भी अभी कॉलेज में होंगे और कुछ लोग कॉलेज में आने से पहले वीडियो देख रखे हो कि जितना भी आपने अपना एम बना रखा है प्लीज कमेंट डाउन, और अगर ऐसी प्लेसमेंट की सीरीज चाहिए तो सब्सक्राइब कर दो चैनल को। फुल वीडियो स्टार्ट करते हैं। एज यू नो द सिनेरियो, स्टार्टिंग में हम थोड़ा सा कॉलेज लाइफ के बारे में बात करेंगे भैया, कि फिर प्लेसमेंट्स का एलैबोरेट करेंगे। वीडियो इज डिवाइडेड इनटू चैप्टर्स, आप कोई भी चैप्टर उठाकर देख सकते हो जिस भी चीज में आपको इंटरेस्ट है। तो भैया लेट्स स्टार्ट आवर वीडियो विद योर ब्रीफ इंट्रोडक्शन।
Sure. So, hi, my name is Arindra Prakash Singh. I've graduated from Galgotias in 2022, and my complete journey was totally, I would say, a roller coaster ride for me. I had a lot of ups and downs. I enjoyed every bit of it, and I was a part of the student council. I attended, I hosted a lots of events, and was a part of almost all top clubs of the universities and college. And then moved ahead and obviously enjoyed my bachelor's studies as well, and had few backs as well. But yeah, that was a part of it. And engineering ही कैसे बिना back के. So that truly changed my life. So yeah, the college life has been amazing. I have done everything. I've got the best and worst of everything in my college life. So yeah, it's totally mesmerizing. But the moment I got to know all the curriculum, syllabus, the first year stuff, they teach all of the stuff, mechanical stuff also, welding also, and whatnot. So they teach you everything. And I was not too good at everything. I just knew almost everything, but yeah, a little bit of everything. So I would say a master of none, but yeah, a jack of all, a master of none. So I tried to understand a lot of things. It did scare me. I was new to the ecosystem. I was even new to Delhi NCR. I moved out from Lucknow and then came over here to Delhi NCR. So it was a new ecosystem for me, but it was definitely scaring. But as time passed by, it all was worth it, because if you are not even scared, then you are like, you won't be even focused on what's coming next, and you definitely need to be prepared for that. So yeah,
When did you start participating in these clubs and societies?
from my very first year, I would say almost from my first semester only, I started to attend them all. I loved it. I loved enjoying attending all of them. Then loved the council and all stuff. So moved a lot into it.
And what about your academics in first year? You were like precise to any subject or hated all these things like mechanical?
So I was good in programming. I was from IC board, so I had a good programming knowledge and a very strong algorithms wala thing. But then again, there were quite a few things that were irritating. Sociology, psychology. Although it was interesting, sociology was still interesting. Then again, it was German and some different subjects. It was all for diversity in your curriculum as well. But yeah, I was not loving it all. But yes, my grades were terrible at the first year, and I think in the first year it was the most terrible. I went too down. I can't even tell. But yeah. uh, from second year it moved better.
Uh, as भैया I think like आप currently 2022 से pass out हुए तो you were the best man who can tell about the placement part and we will discuss it later on. Like let's ask you one thing, like in your 4 year of BTech journey, what will be the one thing you will be remembering at all time?
The one thing I'll be remembering at all time would be my, I would say my council and community journey over here. So basically, as I told, I attended and hosted a lot of events. So from a very small club audition से लेके then we had Unifest that was like Delhi NCR level पे. So we hosted them all. So earlier when we were in the hierarchy, then we were club members and we got to club coordinators and we got as a club head. And then I got into the core team, which leads all the clubs in the council. So the core team directly contacts with the highest administration of the university, and they like take the charge of all the activities and everything. So I was a chief secretary over there. I hosted it all. I was a part of almost everything. So there were too many hackathons. There were too many contests, activities, and whatnot. There were so many fests. I can't even recall. And it's now celebrities coming to Galgotias is too common right now, right? And for us, it was a tedious task to manage each and every event. So, but yeah, I loved it all.
भैया in case of events, can you discuss the chaos used to happen during management of any event as you did it?
Hmm. So there were a lot of chaos. Few of them was mostly crowd-based stuff. The crowd used to fight a lot. The crowd used to beat people a lot, volunteers, and they used to trash people and being drunk and all. So this was the main challenge, I would say. The second challenge would be the vendors and all stuff. There were high quotations
Sponsor.
from vendor, and we used to, yeah. So there were high quotations from vendors. We used to negotiate and then get in touch and get all the deals cracked. So it was again a big challenge for us.
Yeah, as we know the crowd of Galgotias. So from so many people, only you had selected as a core member. So can you tell me what all it takes you to be there?
Yeah. So, as I told, it's a hierarchy. Okay, so it's a very, I would say, very transparent path. You go into a club as a member, then you promote as a coordinator in your second year, then you get promoted as a club head in your third year if your work goes really well. And if out of all the club heads, six or seven core members are selected based on their performance and based on their capabilities, right? Like so, what I was a part of too many cultural, social, and management-based clubs. So that paved a very good way for me to have all kinds of capabilities to understand and manage all kinds of events. So I had good technical knowledge, I had good social knowledge, I had good social media knowledge, then management knowledge, and obviously all of them combines to make a thing successful. So that was a very plus point for me. Also, there is a little bit dimension of politics as well, but yeah, if
Hmm.
you're honest and your work is transparent and visible, then it won't affect you actually.
Wait, can you discuss with me the politics used to occur while choosing a core team of student council?
So while choosing a core team, what politics used to occur is basically a lot of seniors give references. A lot of like as I was also part of core member. I obviously appointed the new core team after me. So my team also was a part of that selection process, and we also got selected at some point of time. So what I genuinely saw was basically we get a lot of references from a lot of places that yes, please take a look at his profile as well. Please take a look at her profile as well. And but the complete decision is of the core team. The complete
Hmm.
decision is discussed with the higher administration as well.
I'll ask you one last question. After that, we will discuss the whole part of placement in an elaborative way. Let's suppose, from your perspective, there are two scenarios. There is one guy who's having good references and high approach in all the college, and the second guy is having fully skill of management of event and references outside the college. So who would be chosen as a core member team better?
Uh, See, the person who has a good knowledge inside the university or a college obviously deserves better opportunities because he has been a part of this ecosystem. And rather, I would kind of reframe your point. The one who has been most active in their clubs, basically. So it is obviously a club-based thing as well. So it all comes from the power and the capability of you, how you have evolved and how your club has evolved under your leadership. So this is a very, very important thing, that how you take the lead and how you make the change, how you bring the change. The references, the contacts, the power, all that stuff is kind of secondary. And it should be secondary. But definitely the first thing that should be there should be how you have been a part of this council, how long have you been actively contributing, what is your superpower for for you being in a core team. So how you gonna bring the change into this team? So that is something that is very impactful for us. So while this season of placement came in, so there was huge pressure among all of us, and we all were getting into fourth year, just ended our third year, and this was a big thing for all of us. And as in our college, I would say there's a lot of a big audience that totally has no clue on which role they are gonna be placed or what they where they actually want to be. They have no idea. They just have this idea that I just want to get into a job and earn good money. That there is these are the just two things they know, and they have no way to figure out what is gonna make me go through this. So what for those people, a lot of basically I would say there were a lot of campus placement companies that came, and they usually come always. So a lot of people got placed in through those mediums, and it was mostly mass hiring kind of a thing. So TCS, Infosys, IBM, and Wipro. Wipro takes a lot of them. Then again, Cognizant, Capgemini, and these are basically the companies who are obviously very, I would say, consequent in terms of mass hirings, and they take at least a few bunch of people always from colleges. So they were regular here as well. So a lot of my friends got placed into these, but obviously there are obviously a lot of more companies, like there was Amex as well, there was Cvent as well. Some companies were offering even packages above 10 lakhs. So that was again a big thing for a lot of people who genuinely wanted to get into this. So a lot of what usually happens, that you take one offer and people are satisfied that yes, I'm done with my placement, I'm just focused on my job. But the job in mass hiring, what happens is the joining date comes a little late. Recession times, it has been delayed a lot, and a lot of my friends have even suffered from this. But all in all, what I have seen, that even if you are not good at anything, you can still rely on college placements and get into it based on your basic qualifications, basic skill set, and just go through your test, your interviews very normally, very honestly, and I think you'll be able to crack it. So in these kind of companies are, like I said, a Cvent and Amex and Amazon, वगैरह. So hardly one, two, three max. So these kind of people, मतलब दो, तीन, चार max. So this is the number of people getting hired into this. But again, if you are good at it, then you'll be able to crack it.
But yeah, there is one common question like for all, गलोटियास यूनिवर्सिटी और कॉलेज दोनों की प्लेसमेंट साथ में होती है क्या? ये बहुत कॉमन क्वेश्चन है.
So usually this is kind of a myth. मतलब एक तरह का myth, ये हमेशा it is told while the admission and all. Although a lot of it is not actually true. The placements are totally different sessions happen for both of them. But the placement, I would say the placement head team is basically common for both of them. So what benefit you will get over here in university or in colleges, basically that if suppose that Wipro comes to college, then the placement teams can talk and negotiate with them that yeah, we have few good bunch of people in university as well. You can maybe take a look at them as well. So then
Hmm.
they are good with that, then they move forward with it and they take up good people from university as well. So it's not usually the same placement, but yeah, they kind of I would say tune it a little according to themselves, and then they kind of try to set their students into that company. Genuinely was working as a full-time employee, having all full-time stuff with while in my fourth year. So while I graduated with my fourth year, I had approximately 1 year of full-time and 6 months of internship experience at the same place, and that was a startup. So yeah, this was something that I think that I did exceptionally, and this helped me a lot.
Yeah, what were the procedure you had applied for on campus as a product designer? Do you have also references from your college seniors too?
So on campus, so there were no openings even. But yeah, off campus, I applied. I went through LinkedIn. I'm very active on LinkedIn and Twitter. So there are a lot of openings and a lot of talks about hiring. So I used to obviously take a very keen look on all of them. So I was sure that yes, if someone even tweeted that yes, my team is looking for new interns or my team is looking for new roles. So I was good enough to send a DM to that person and send my portfolio and then talk a lot about it. So that was something really well. Then the another thing I would say, yes, a lot of references helped for me. Even the company in which I worked for 1.5 years was a reference only, and one of my college senior only was working there as a lead, and he referred me and one of my friend as well and in that place, and we both got into internship and then full-time role. So definitely it helps a lot.
Okay, I will definitely share this video link on your LinkedIn too, as you are most active as and expecting a huge crowd from there too. So thank you for this podcast. It was a great session. I knew about many things about student council. Even you had managed both of the things, your placement part off campus and student council clubs and all the stuff. So we will be connected up and thank you for your time, Arendra.
Definitely, thank you so much.